What is the difference between a Powerhead and a Wavemaker? A pump is a pump, right? Well, maybe it's not. Just because they are both pumping water doesn't necessarily mean they're doing the same thing. So what's the difference between a Powerhead and a Wavemaker, and which one's right for your tank? Let's start off by looking at a Powerhead. It's a small centrifugal style water pump that uses an impeller to draw water through an intake and then pushes it forcefully out of an outlet. The design is more or less the same as a small utility pump, like a return pump, and Powerheads are often used in the same way as an engine to move water through reactors and other filtration elements. Powerheads are also useful tools for maintenance. You can attach a hose to the outlet and pump water from a container like a bucket into the aquarium, or you can pick up a vacuum attachment like these so you can pump water out of your sump into a bucket and remove the built-up debris from the sump at the exact same time. You can also use that powerful jet of water to blow built-up debris from between your corals and rockwork right before a water change, suspending it in the water column so it's easier to remove. One thing that Powerheads like this just aren't so great at is providing that massive yet gentle and indirect flow that our corals and other sessile invertebrates in our tanks rely on to thrive. That focused jet of water that comes out of a Powerhead is just too direct and doesn't get enough water moving throughout the entire tank. And that is where Wavemakers come in. A Wavemaker, on the other hand, is a broad term used to describe a variety of different water motion devices that are designed specifically to create natural water movement that simulates the massive but gentle flow that's found on reef habitats. They range from being simple AC propeller style pumps with a cage around the perimeter of the propeller to act as an intake and a large opening in front of the propeller to act as an output, to app-controlled propeller and gyre style pumps, and even DC controllable wave boxes designed to make standing waves within the aquarium. Regardless of how the pump or device looks and how it gets water moving, they all have that one thing in common. They move a massive amount of water in a broad and diffused way to emulate the beneficial flow found on reefs that is important to the health of corals, fish, and other inhabitants. So why is this kind of flow so important to our aquariums? This massive, random, and diffused flow aids in oxygenation and gas exchange, brings nutrients and food to our corals while also removing waste, and without it, our reefs just wouldn't be able to thrive and our corals would suffer and even waste away. That's why there are so many different wave pumps available and why Wavemaker technology has been improved upon so rapidly. Simply put, they are vital to our reefs. So, how do you choose the right Wavemaker for your tank? Do you want something simple like an AC propeller pump that's on 24/7, or is a DC pump with app control and a variety of flow patterns and schedules the best bet? Where do you place it in your tank? How much flow do you actually need? You can get those answers right here in this 5-minute guide where Ryan's gonna walk you through it so you can get what your aquarium and your corals need and not have to second guess flow. So check it out.